I'm Monique Lima. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Mimo Live Sales, along with my co-founder, Etienne, that is in green right there. And I'm going to take you through a journey on live shopping in the LatAm market. And Fabiano, you can put the presentation. I'm supposed to say that as a cue also. We have the presentation, maybe. So basically, guys, I think the best way to start this is by telling you that live shopping in China already represents 30% of e-commerce right now. And this is an entire Brazil. This is 200 million people that already chooses to buy primary. So for the first time, if they want to buy like an Adidas shirt or, I don't know, something for their pets, they choose to buy in a live shopping experience instead of buying in an e-commerce. And this is huge, guys. This is a really huge behavior change in our market. Do we have the presentation, Fabiano? Yes? You can put the presentation. Okay? Almost. Another amazing data is that China is a different level, right? We say that China is a different ball game, but not so much. We, from Latin America, are really early adopters of social media. So another amazing fact is that 20% of Brazil already bought a product through lives. 20% of Brazil, I'm going to say it again because it's huge, already bought something through a live shopping experience. So when we talk about, oh, okay, this works in China, but how about Brazil? It's already happening. So basically, the e-commerce penetration around here is still low, right? We have 9% of Latin America really digitalized. The retail digitalized is 9%. So you can see we still have an amazing opportunity in this market. And we also have 20% in US and China 30% and still growing. And why is that? The e-commerce experience is growing, but it is still a lonely experience. We enter the website, we have photos, we have description of products, but we have a lot of friction in the steps. And it is a lonely experience, right? You don't have a place to interact and ask questions right away. So this is why, this is the buyer journey. So this is the detail of what we have today. So we enter, and then we choose a product. And the thing about e-commerce also that's gets a low conversion rate compared to live shopping is that we have, as a consumer, this behavior of entering a lot of websites, right? So we want to research for the best price, so we enter a lot. So we have a lot of people entering the e-commerce, but we have a low rate of people actually buying. And when we talk about the live shopping experience, we have in the same screen live streaming and shopping. And this happens on the brand's website, okay? So we are a SaaS. We put our technology inside of brands' e-commerce. And why is this so powerful? So let's remember the friction process of e-commerce. And when we enter like Samsung website and we see a product and we can actually click on the same screen and buy without any friction, this is a real change maker in the business, guys. So here we have 10% conversion, 30% conversion compared to 2% conversion, which is the e-commerce conversion rate. What are the advantages? Live shopping is the most humanized way to shop and sell online. So you have the personalized way to talk to someone as to see a product, interact. It's really personal, but you can also have the scale of the digital. So you can, CNA has 20,000 people buying in the same time in 1 hour. And we have Privalha that puts 100,000 people buying in 1 hour. Can you imagine having that in a store, in a physical store? It's impossible, right? So we also have something that's amazing that tackles the problem of digitalization. We have trust in the buying process. I'm here and I'm telling Juliane, this is your product. You can check it out. I'm sending it to you. So the lack of digitalization on our market, it's because people actually don't trust that this product is going to reach their houses. And of course, we're in a bubble here. Everybody here already bought through lives, but we are in an innovation festival, okay? This is not the reality for the majority of people here in the LatAm market. So when we talk about assertive purchase, real-time brand interaction, great product tangibility. What is this? This is when you're going to buy something and just like try to see details, and then you go to see this electronic on YouTube, and then you're going to visualize the guide on how do I put this and make this work. All of this happens in the same experience. And all of this was with an opportunity that only now, in this 1 hour, you're going to have 20% discount. So this is one of the reasons why we have such a big conversion. We always have functional demos. So when we talk about clothing, of course, we have like style recommendations. When we talk about electronics, of course, we know how to work in these products. When we talk about food, we can make recipes. When we talk about agribusiness, we can show how it's done. So we can actually sell anything through lives. Even courses and everything that you guys think we already sold, okay? It's amazing because in China, they do this show where something that's never been bought through lives, they put to sale. And last year, they just sold a rocket. I'm not kidding, okay? They sell houses through lives, and they sold a rocket. I don't know who bought that rocket, what they're going to do with it, but someone bought a rocket through a live stream. What is our consumer behavior? So majority here, I believe it's Latin America. From Orkut to TikTok, we are at the highest rate of engaging with social media. And Brazil, of course, is a case inside Latin America. And this is why live shopping is happening big around here. We are at Mimo a SaaS, so we put our technology inside of brands and websites and app. And we are the fastest growing live shopping SaaS in the Latin market nowadays. So we started in the beginning of the pandemic, so everything's about timing, right? All the retail was closed, and we gave brands this opportunity to sell through lives. So right now we have the biggest database on live shopping in LatAm. We have the biggest amount of lives that have ever been done, sales through lives in the Latin market. And what we have with that, we have knowledge. So we know exactly what Biosans, a beauty brand, needs to do to sell more. That is totally different than Whirlpool. That is totally different than a mattresses brand. And we can tell them how to do it with a data-driven experience. This is a couple of cases that we have, so just to try to bring it to you that everything can be sold through lives. And this is like an influencer here in Brazil, and she's basically doing drinks in her house. This is very simple, and this is very low budget. And this is the type of life that sells the most. So when you have less production, which is a good news, there is less cost, you actually sell more. And why is that? When you have a big show and you do a big production, you actually get the consumer as an spectator, like as a person that's only watching that show, and that doesn't interact with your show. And when you have a more spontaneous live, cell phone, live shopping, spontaneous in the house of the influencer, people interact more. They ask more questions. They feel part of this experience, and they actually buy more. So that's the biggest news that I can tell you today, is that lives that cost less, they actually sell more. Of course, the return of investment is something there, but the more spontaneous the live, the best it sells. And this is the China format, okay? Here in Brazil, we got to know live shopping through these big live shows of the big retailers, but they actually do it once. They actually do it on Black Friday. This is not a recurrent model of live shopping. The recurrent model of live shopping is this. Even Philips, guys, they do it on their building in Alphaville, and they do it with a cell phone and ring light. It's simple. This is spontaneous. And this is what catches more people's attention. Other amazing examples I can give you really quick. This is Privalha, and Privalha was Fernanda Souza invading the whole business office that they have and showing everybody everything that was like launching and getting to the store. And actually people in these lives, they buy as they were inside of the store. They ask to see on products. They ask, okay, let me show you this couch and how it works and show me more. So it's a really interactive experience. This is something that I like to bring because it works in these different segments. So CNA, it's 800 times more sales inside their app for 20,000 people, okay? And then we have agribusiness. Who would guess? This is something that for us was a surprise. So this is buyers selling B2B selling for sales representatives at 7 a.m. in the morning because we think we wake up early. 7 a.m. is their coffee break in agribusiness. And they're selling for 500 people in an average ticket of 1,500. And this was crazy. They sold 2 times their goal in this first live. We also have this case that I love telling about because this was a case that when this brand came to us, we said, oh my God, who is going to buy a mattresses to live, right? You kind of need to go to the store and lay down and check it and try it on. I don't know. And this was, for us, a huge moment because we actually sold out their entire month stock in this live. And this showed even to us that we were taking for granted the consumer behavior change that we are living and that this already happened. People are today willing to buy our mattresses through a live, something that they didn't go to the store. This is the new consumer. And we also have a lot of beauty cases. Beauty is the best-selling segment in live shopping, okay, in the world. The average ticket is lower. It's easier to showcase. You just go, put that mascara, you put the cream, you show the serum. It's really fast. So it's not something that I think a lot before buying, right, as a consumer. So the conversion rate of beauty in the world, it goes from 30 to 40% in live shopping, okay? It's crazy. At Mimo, we have the same conversion, okay? And we have this in recurrent process, which is something amazing to tell you. So Laces do lives weekly, and they sell 30% conversion rate. So this is huge, guys. Nowadays, we are actually a relevant part of the digital budget of our clients. We are already there. So we are 3 years now at Mimo, and we are already helping our clients increase the conversion rate on digital sales. How does it work? So basically, we started with the technology that we have right there. So it's our technology inside of CNA app, for instance, and we combine the data. So this data is a real-time data. So what are the questions being asked in the chat about my product that I'm not communicating maybe well in other platforms and other channels, in e-commerce or social media? What are the main doubts that people have about it? Why did they ask? What did they ask? And they left. Oh my God, I need to change something in this. So we bring to the brand while they're doing the live this data. So you're showcasing the iPad, but a lot of people want to know about the clicker. They know it right away. People are clicking on this product so they can change it and they can sell more because they know the interest that people are having in this live. So basically what we have, it's a real-time data that connects to performance right away. And after the live, we have insights that today brands don't have on e-commerce. Because on e-commerce, you have the number of people that enter, you have the amount of time they stay in your e-commerce, you know where they click, you know the chart that they left behind, and that's about it. Here you know what they want to say. You know what they want to interact with. You know exactly, and I always say this, the live shopping experience, it's a live research about your product. And then we have this insight, the post data dashboard, that really tells brand what can they do to improve sales, not only in the live, but in other channels. So we've created our own methodology. Since we have so many data, this is metadata, okay, behavioral data, because the consumer data is the clients. But since we have so many data, we created our own methodology on how to sell through lives, divided per segment. And this is on an online course that people can really not only learn from it, but empower their teams. So CNA can empower salespeople from the stores to really be able to do this in a scalable way. So the shopping mall doesn't have a lot of movement. Okay, I'm already trained. I can just open a live and put my clients here and start selling. It's easy, it's scalable. We also have an ecosystem, and why is that? Let me remind you that in the beginning in Brazil, people really connected live shopping with big productions. And we try to tell, no, you don't need big production. Just put your cell phone, just do it. It's a shift. It's a big shift for the market, of course. And then we started having like production cameras, influencers, really people connected that really charge in the recurrent model. So they charge less because they do lives every day. So it's not like a advertisement film. This is something that they can do recurrently. And of course, influencers, guys. You can imagine the influencers are a big thing in live shopping, right? They can bring incremental audience. They really influence in the purchase process. In China, they are called KOL, Key Opinion Leaders. These are, of course, people that are key to the selling process. And what do we have? We now at Mimo, we have as a partner at Mimo, Mindy, Satura Hao, Creators, Play Novi, Squeegee. We have all of the influencer agencies working with us because they want us to train their influencers, and of course we need their influencers to sell with us. So we have an ecosystem of people that really knows how to sell through lives, because live shows are not for everybody, and selling through lives are not for everybody. So we already have these people that we tag all the links. We know they bring incremental audience. We know that they know how to sell. We have this really focused process. So basically, we have this combo because we know this is an educational process. We know that people don't know what is live shopping. We know that people don't know how to do it. So we know they're in the first curve. We only grew since we started, but we know that, of course, we have an ocean still to tackle. So that's why we were like, okay, you don't know how to do your lives? We can teach you. Okay, you don't know how to film your lives? We can do it. You don't know which influencer works the best? We know it. We can give it to you. So then we did this combo. So what does it take to get 30 times more conversion? And is this simple? You need a frictionless tech. And basically, I like to tell the difference between doing in social media and doing your own. And the most important difference is that you have the data. You have the consumer, you have the CRM, they are going to your website, you have a more qualified audience. Because when we open a live on a social media, of course you have all the audience there, but maybe you're just walking around seeing your cousin's life and then your brand goes live. I'm not particularly intending to buy, I just go as a curious. And when we qualify this audience and we tell them there's going to be a live on Samsung website with a flip, with a discount and so on, and people go there, you are taking less people, but a high qualified audience. So this helps you a lot in the conversion process, and of course helps you a lot bringing this data that you need. The comments on the chat are really rich in terms of qualification. So you just need a content, and when I talk about content, I want to really reinforce this. It doesn't need to be complicated. You can open a live on your store, on your office. You can be the owner of this product and talk about this product. You can do it as an artisan and show you the process. It needs to be simple. People like the real thing, and this sells more. And then you have the FOMO. Of course, discount is the best seller of live shopping, right? So everybody likes discount. But it doesn't need to be all about discount. You can do collabs with other brands. Also, of course, bringing something interesting to talk about, bringing a recipe. So the content really shows and brings more purchases. Where we are right now and where are we going? And this is something that we are not only seeing here in Brazil, okay? This is a much bigger vision that I want to bring to you guys. If nowadays, a brand can put, a medium, bigger brand can put in a live 20,000, 100,000 people, why is this brand going to keep on doing more physical stores? If they can actually have less physical stores and more people in a live shopping experience. So they will do like in China, like they do one amazing store with a space for live shopping inside, and a space for influencers to go and to sell their products for them also. So not only the brand will be selling and people from the store will be selling, but influencers will go and sell for them also. So you have like a third party scale of the scale selling your products for you. And this in China right now, guys, is crazy. You walk into a super mall and all the stores are doing live. So it's a really the phygital experience, right? You have the physical with the digital. And the most amazing thing is that we are going to see that. We already are seeing in Oscar Freire, in São Paulo, stores opening with spaces for lives. So we're going to have this less physical cost and bring it to the digital world. We also know that 20% of Brazil already bought through lives, and we know we are in the beginning. They don't know how to do it, and that's the most amazing thing, is that it's not hard, it's simple. You have the salesperson in your store that already knows about the product, and they just need to start selling. That's it. We know that we're going to have lives, that we already have brands that are mastering the art of doing lives, okay? And this is a reality that I just showed you in the previous slides. The consumer will use lives for a more assertive purchase, like in China, where they choose to buy through lives instead of buying in e-commerce. And we will have more lives like this, just with a cell phone, not with a big production. So lives from multiple stores and actually influencers selling scale. And everybody can be an influencer, okay? This is something that is nice to mention, that in China, people that have more than 2,000 followers, they go and they sell for the brands. Our mission in Mimo is democratizing live shopping for the home market. We are the main player right now. We started in the beginning of the pandemic, and we want to take it from the big retailers and actually put in the hands of an indigenous in the Amazon that does his artwork, and embrace and get cultures together, just like it happens in China. In China, they sell a Chanel bag, but also a peach farmer sells through lives. And this is an experience that gets cultures together. Brazil is huge, LatAm is huge, so we know we have an amazing market to tackle on. This is more info on Mimo if you want to know more about it. I actually am on time, so perfect. And right now, I'm gonna take you guys through. Thank you.